This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Today I'm going to be talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene's divorce. Her husband has filed divorce after almost 30 years of marriage. And I want to admonish everybody. I want to warn everybody. I want to remind everyone that we need to be better than the other side. I get criticism because I call names in a joking way. And I do that for some entertainment value, but also because I don't feel we need to play kid gloves with the other side, these fascists. But in matters of personal things like this, there doesn't need to be a pile on. Divorce is an all too common aspect of American relationships. Most marriages end in divorce. So what I'm going to talk about today isn't about f you, Marjorie Taylor Greene, dancing on your grave. It's not going to be that. It's going to be the things that she's requesting for herself that she doesn't allow for other people. In the face of her family tragedy, if you'll go that far, she wants privacy in this time. She wants to be extricated from risk of harassment, while not providing that for school shooting victims or her own colleagues on Capitol Hill. It's the hypocrisy that I want to talk about, not the fact that she's going through something that most Americans go through who enter into marriage. And I want to be cautious about that. And I want to talk to you about being cautious about that. We shouldn't delight in people's failures, failures that we have gone through, failures that likely we will go through in the future. I'm going to read from this Hill article. Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband files for divorce. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, her husband filed for divorce Wednesday on the grounds that the marriage is irretrievably broken, according to court documents. Perry Greene is also, and here's where it gets good, asking the Florida County Superior Court to seal the proceedings because the party's significant privacy interest in sealing the records outweighs the public's minuscule interest in access to said records. I don't know if that's the case. We will see how the judge rules. The filing contends that sensitive, personal, and financial information will likely be revealed throughout the case, which would negatively impact the party's privacy interests. Amazing that they're begging for privacy, they're pleading for privacy, when Roe v. Wade was predicated as a judgment in the Supreme Court in 1973 on the premise that we have a constitutional right to privacy. And here she is, she wants privacy, but doesn't want to afford that to women all over the country who are seeking health care relative to their reproductive rights. Perry Greene's divorce petition requests an inequitable division of the pair's assets and debt. The filing notes that he and his wife have already separated. Quote, "Marriage is a wonderful thing, and I'm a firm believer in it. Our society is formed by a husband and wife creating a family to nurture and protect," Marjorie Taylor Greene, the bigot, said in a statement shared with The Hill. That marriage is a sacred entity, an institution entered into by a man and a woman, not two women or two men, only a man and a woman. She's bigoted even in her stupid statements about her common divorce. She went on to say this, "Together, Perry and I formed our family and raised 3 great kids. He gave me the best job title you can ever earn, Mom. I'll always be grateful for how great of a dad he is to our children," she said, adding that the matter is private and personal. And that brings us to the crux of what we're talking about today. Private and personal. Says the woman who stalked and harassed and violated the privacy of David Hogg, a school shooting victim, a woman who has stalked and harassed AOC and other members of the House her colleagues. A woman who supported the harassment and stalking of AOC by that little dipshit troll, Alex Stein, I think his name is. We've talked about all of these different issues here. So, like many Republicans, maybe most Republicans, she wants what's good for her because it's good for her, but doesn't want to afford you that same luxury. She wants her privacy for her, but you don't get your privacy. It is hypocrisy upon hypocrisy upon hypocrisy, stacked on hypocrisy. This is a woman, if you've heard the phrase, someone finds you hope someone finds their empathy before they find their tragedy. That someone can only become empathetic once that certain thing that they previously didn't care about happens to them. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a character who never finds her empathy. She's not calling for privacy. Now I understand. I want privacy for myself and others should have it too. That's not what she's doing here. She's still banging on like a bigot about marriage being a wonderful thing, and she's a firm believer in, and the society is formed by a husband and wife creating a family. That is most certainly not how society is formed. Dumb, hypocrite Marjorie Taylor Greene. And the fact that you're begging and pleading for privacy in this personal time is just gross. What do you think, though? Am I off the rails here? While I do believe we should be offering, taking a step back from kicking a dead horse while it's already dead and down. That's not the phrase. And she's not a dead horse. I do believe that we should comport ourselves with the same dignity that we would want people to treat us with. And that might seem hypocritical because I, called Tucker Carlson a googly-eyed feather duster and other little cute jabs. Maybe so. I don't think so, though, because I come with arguments. It's not just strictly ad hominem, and we also don't owe these people any more respect than they would give us. What do you think? You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you on this. And follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter and Instagram. Still permanently banned from the TikTok, but that is okay. At Dollemore is where you can find me. And if I do something for you that brings you value or a smile or information that you think is important, please consider supporting my work. Click the join button below, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Both those are great ways to support the mission of this program, holding the right accountable, holding the left accountable, and buttressing our democracy against the threats from within and without. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.